Hey everybody, this is Brandon Hill with Dental Nachos, aka to some people anyway, known as the Nacho Man from Dental Nachos. I'm excited because you're actually here in Talking Nachos, one of our favorite showcases where we get to talk nachos or just kind of talk dental nacho things with amazing people who have great advice, guidance, support, or a resource for the dental nachos community. I'm going to be able to talk to two amazing people in a few minutes today, so I'm really excited. I want to actually bring up our first person to the screen, which is going to be Annette Woods. Annette, who is the owner of Bookkeeping Aesthetics, which is an amazing company that has she's been kind of new to the dental nachos world, but she's already making her mark. She does amazing work, and she's an amazing help to the people in the dental nachos verse. So, Annette, how are you today?
I'm great. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much for having me.
Listen, thank you for joining us. It's one thing to be a part of the community; it's another thing to be able to be an active member and actually show the world, show your face, right? And be able to
Yes.
talk to everybody about what it is you do that makes you so cool. One of the things that we always are doing here at Dental Nachos is helping dentists either decrease stress or increase success. And I think Annette, with what you do, I think you better than anybody can talk about how your services and your expertise can help dentists. So tell me, what is it that you do in the dental world? How do you make dentists' lives either less stressful or more productive?
Well, hopefully we do both. The less stress, basically taking the books off your hand, handling the financials, and putting them in a way that you can understand them and knowing what's going on in your practice, knowing your bottom line, and having good, accurate books and being able to make wise decisions to help your practice grow. And that's what we're all about.
Well, listen, for the dentists watching, you all have an extremely difficult career because there's not many careers where a person has a highly trained technical profession, but also has to wear the hats of owner, manager, sometimes bookkeeper, accountant, right? So anytime you have an opportunity to take some of these things off your plate that you may not have gone to school for and may not have been trained for and may not do as efficiently as somebody else, it's always great to, as we've heard Dr. Nacho Paul say this all the time, outsource your annoyance, right? So Annette is an
Definitely.
excellent person to outsource the annoyance. Tell me, what is the biggest, first, tell me what the biggest complaint you hear from dental practice owners and dental practice and dentists about bookkeeping, about accounting, about handling the books that you can either help with or have help with. What's probably their I know this is a dentist phrase. What's their chief complaint?
Probably the biggest complaint is just being handed financials and not really knowing what they mean. Not no one going over with them. I hear dentists complain all the time. My profit and loss or income statement says I made this much, but how come it's not in my bank account? Where did the cash go? And they don't understand. They don't understand why it doesn't match their practice management software. So we take time every month to go over these financials so you can understand where your cash flow is coming from, where it's going, and how it relates to your practice management software. It just takes a lot of angst away from them being able to see and make better decisions and knowing what's going on.
That's a big part of it. I mean, if you're looking at reports and can't understand either what the reports are telling you or how your reports match up to your bank account, I could understand why that would be stressful. I hate when things don't match up to my bank account. So I definitely feel for the dentist going through that. And once somebody works with you, how does somebody engage with you? How do they start? And then, well, yeah, just how do they start? How do they reach you? How do they start explaining their issues to you? What do you do in the beginning?
Well, in the beginning, we set up a consultation. That's no charge. And I can actually, if you're on a Zoom call, do a diagnostic review of your books if you want to share your screen. We can go over how we can make it better. I can find out what their pain points are, how I can help them, because not every dentist is the same. The good thing is, I speak the dental language. I was a dental hygienist for 35 years, so I understand what they're trying to tell me and what they're asking me. So we'll set up systems to help them achieve what they're looking for, whether it be bill pay, payroll, just your reports being set up in a different way where you can understand them, or maybe certain things that you want to keep an eye on, your KPIs. Maybe you want to see what's going on with your advertising and how it relates to your income. So that's where we would start at looking at the books.
Well, that's very important. And you said a magic word, KPIs, key performance indicators. And I hope, and we may not get into that in this conversation, that every dentist understands their KPIs in their office. And it's great that that's something that you can bring up and also touch on in that with your clients. So answer this question, because I know some people are wondering this. What's the main difference between what you do and what a CPA does? Do you replace the CPA or do you work with the dentist CPA?
Oh, no, we don't replace the CPA at all. Actually, we love to work. We love CPAs that like to work with us, especially dental specific CPAs. The CPAs concentrate more on the taxes and the year end and what's going on, although you should have one that's planning with you throughout the year.
Right.
We're more about how your business is running and what it's doing. So we'll be doing your books in accrual, which actually means real time. What's your expenses matching up with your production to help you see the workings of your business, whereas the CPA is trying to keep that tax bill down for you.
Right. Right. No, that's an excellent distinction. So listen, I already know what Annette does. I've already actually connected Annette to CPAs that I know and told them about Annette because she does work well with CPAs. And now you know that too. So I would recommend that everybody listening, if you haven't worked with a bookkeeper like Annette, get her free consultation. Connect with her. Basically, if you just text cash flow, CASHFLOW, I love that word, to 215-543-6454. My team's going to put that in the comments as well as it should be up on my screen. Cash flow to 215-543-6454 to connect with Annette and her team and really just see where you're at, see if she can help you. And I'm pretty sure that she can in some way. So thank you so much, Annette. Before you go, any one thing you want to leave us with, any one thing you want to say to the audience?
It's just been wonderful being a sponsor with Dental Nachos. The group is so fantastic, and I love engaging with everybody. So I look forward to doing that more.
Thanks, Annette. We love having you. Appreciate all you do. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Awesome. So we learned about bookkeeping. We learned about cash flow, how important it is to outsource that annoyance to somebody who's an expert who can really help you. I'm gonna bring up our next person. All right, we have my good buddy Jeremy Moeller here from Source Club, which is an amazing company who pretty much does something different, obviously, than what Annette does, but it still has the same impact. That is decreasing your stress and increasing your success, especially that increasing the success part. So, Jeremy, tell us all about you, who you are, what you do, how you make dentists' lives less stressful or better.
Well, thanks for having me on, Brendan. It's first time or long time listener, first time caller here with Dental Nacho. So excited to be on. So Source Club is a buying group for dentists where we've pooled the resources and spending power of hundreds of dental practices to negotiate with your distributors, manufacturers, suppliers to get you even better pricing. We believe highly in transparency and that we don't take hidden commissions, anything like that, like a lot of the other buying groups do. So what we negotiated is we just take a flat fee and then you reap all the savings on that. So if you think about it, if you've ever purchased a house, the buying agent for you, it makes a commission off of that. And it's how a lot of dental buying groups work is they take a commission from the suppliers and manufacturers. We don't take any of that back because, if that real estate professional, if they negotiated you $50,000 off your house, it's going to cost them $1,500. So they're disincentivized to get you the best deal. Since we just charge a flat fee for our services, we have negotiated the best pricing in the market from distributors and from manufacturers as well.
That's such an underrated distinction. There are several companies out there that do some group purchasing or have some type of buying club, but it is amazing to know exactly the inner workings on how you guys are compensated and being very transparent about that and upfront about that. To me, that obviously provides a lot of trust. It's funny, dentists, sometimes unfairly are not trusted by their patients. And we talk about that all the
Yes.
time in the Dental Nachos group. I'm a big advocate and defender of all the dentists. Okay, most of you anyway, but I'm an advocate and defender of the dentist. But a lot of times business people like yourself, Jeremy, if people don't understand exactly how you do what you do, how you make money, it's hard to get that trust. So I really appreciate that you have that model that can create that trust. What does that mean usually to the dentist? Like, are dentists, saving money right off the bat? Is it something that happens over time because you're negotiating these rates with these suppliers?
So that's a great question. So what we like to do is run a savings analysis for the practice. So we take their purchase history, just send it on over to us. We'll run an analysis on what you're paying per product. And then we will look at the exact same products with the suppliers that we've negotiated with and tell them exactly how much money we can save them. We then, if they agree to come on board with us, we will actually load that into a procurement software that we've partnered with, so they can see exactly how much money they pay for a specific product. So let's just say, for example, sterilization pouches. You're gonna, let's say you're paying $5 for that now. One of our suppliers may be selling that for $2, but you'll actually see from every single distributor that we work with, or even the ones we don't work with, we can load those in as well, and you can see exactly what the price is on that. So the savings are immediate. A good example of one that we just worked on with here was a dentist down in Atlanta. They've been with their supplier for a long, long time, but they wanted to price shop and see what we could save them. We were able to save them 27% on their supplies.
Wow.
That came to $32,000 a year in savings but the exact same products they're buying today, saving $32,000, right? That's $2,500 a month they're saving right off the bat.
I'm pretty sure they like you.
They love us right now. Yeah.
You saved me $32,000. You're going to be my best friend for life. So listen, and obviously every story is different. Every situation is different. But one of the things I love about systems like this, one, you've got somebody, you've got a company, you've got people there supporting you and helping you through the process. I love the fact that you can show them side-by-side comparisons, whether it's a supplier that you are currently sourcing from or not. I love the fact that people get to really see what they're getting into and make intelligent decisions. And, most of you that are business owners and listening, you understand this. If not, you will soon, that yes, money is part of it, but knowing how the process works and being comfortable with that is invaluable when you're running your business and not having to say, you know what, I wonder what those Jeremy and his crew are doing. Well, Jeremy tells you what you're doing. Your supplies are being ordered transparently. They're being negotiated for in good faith. And basically, I know you're not like a lawyer or anything, but they're working kind of like a fiduciary on your behalf. You're paying them that flat fee, and then they're working for you to get the best deal. What is something that people have shared with you, other than that story you just gave me, which is great, about how it makes them feel using Source Club?
So I think the thing that they've obviously saving the money is great. What we've also found is we save an office an insane amount of time. So by having that procurement software that we provide as part of our service, you can have all of your distributors loaded in through that. You can have all your direct manufacturers also loaded right in through that. You could have your Staples account loaded right in through that.
Nice.
So literally you have one login to order everything. So instead of going to this website to price this out and this website to price this out, you have one spot to look at it. And you can now, through that software, track what your monthly spend is. A couple of weeks ago, I was talking with an office who told me that they didn't know what they spent on supplies until 3 to 4 weeks after the month closed, when their accountant got back to them and said, okay, you spent this here, this here, this here. This gives them real-time data so they'll be able to manage their spend on an ongoing basis. And so that time savings and transparency, so they know exactly what their budget looks like for the month, has really helped a lot of practices out.
You know what? It sounds like I heard you say you simplify things, you save time, and you save money. What could be better than that? That's the trifecta of making life easier, saving. So listen, this is awesome.
I got one thing for you though, Brendan. I don't hate to cut you off.
Sure,
we have a special offer for Dental Nachos members.
Uh-oh. We like
so
this.
Not only is the savings analysis free, I'm actually going to pay you for doing it at this point for a dental office. So for the next 40 offices that set up a savings analysis call with us, with the decision maker on, we will actually give them a $25 Starbucks gift card at the completion of that. So no risk, completely complimentary savings analysis, and we pay you for it.
And what Jeremy didn't say is, for having him on the show today, he's going to send me a $25 Starbucks gift card because he knows my love language is caffeine. So listen, that's an awesome offer, Jeremy. So listen, everybody watching, text the word SOURCE, very easy to remember, to 215-543-6454 to get in touch with Jeremy and Source Club. SOURCE, 215-543-6454. My team is putting that in the comments. It's also on the screen. This is another, what we like to call Nacho brainer. You're going to get a free analysis. In the case of Jeremy, he's actually going to pay you for it. So thank you so much, Jeremy. We really appreciate having you, and come back again sometime soon.
Appreciate it, sir.
All right, everybody. So listen, there you have it. We had two awesome people to not just teach us things, but show you how they help make your lives less stressful and more productive. They had something in common. They make your life easy. They save you time and they save you money. That could be invaluable to how you run your business and how you just get through your very, very stressful day. So listen, this is Brandon Hill again with Dental Nachos. I love talking to you. I love bringing these great ideas to you, and we will see you again soon. Thanks.